Welcome to another edition of BCR Webcasting. Today we're going to be talking again about our upcoming MENA conference, which is taking place on the 7th and 8th of November in Dubai, and that's on supply chain finance and factoring. As part of that conference, we are going to be looking at the development and growth of supply chain finance in Saudi Arabia. We will have a session on that. And I'm very delighted today to be joined by Betül Kurtulus, who's Regional Director for Central and Eastern and Southeastern Europe and the Middle East with FCI. Betül, welcome to this edition of BCR Webcasting.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
So, Betül, we know there's a lot of interest in Saudi Arabia at the moment in terms of factoring and supply chain finance. Why is that? Why are people so interested in that country at the moment?
As a cover name, we are talking about supply chain finance, but you know the supply chain finance as a definition covers wide spectrum of open account
covers factoring and reverse
solution,
factoring,
covering factoring, reverse factoring. We're going to discuss all this. It is. I want to start from the general turnover increase in the world. Because you know I'm representing FCI and we have the world statistics, and the last year 22 results is so good in the world. It is 18% increase in the total factoring volume. During the conference we're going to discuss, of course, all the statistics, but the minimum turnover is coming from the Middle East. And from Saudi Arabia, we have no turnover at all. Maybe it's because of the lack of the statistics, but as a number, we don't see any development. But I have been in Saudi Arabia many times for the last 2 years, and it's amazing to see that there's a huge investment from the banks, also from the government and the governmental organizations for the supply chain finance solutions. This is very good to see this development. And so I am more optimistic than when I see the 18%, 20% increase coming from the African market. But when I see on the ground this development and investment, especially from the Saudi market, because Saudi market is the biggest market in the Middle East and the leader market as a trade hub. So I think that the other countries will follow the Saudi Arabia. Having said that, supply chain financing become increasingly popular in Saudi market. What I witness when I'm in different banks, almost every bank in the Saudi Arabia, they have their kind of own software solution, maybe from outside or maybe built inside the bank. They have their own supply chain financing solutions, and if they don't have one, they're planning to have one on a very near future. So which is very good.
Okay, so the banks are very keen to offer these products. Well, yeah. They are offering, but they're keen to promote and grow these products, and the government is also very keen to support and help this growth. So what can be done? So the volume is very low at the moment. I think you said almost zero. What can be done to help to develop that market further, do you think?
Of course, there is a very good understanding of to support the SMEs in Saudi Arabia. What I see in the market, especially the non-oil market, because the oil export is because with the dynamics of the of course the conjuncture of the pricing, let's say.
I mean, education, for example, is usually extremely important to help emerging markets to grow. Isn't it? I mean, is that the same for Saudi Arabia?
We need to first understand in every market, not only Saudi Arabia, but there is this understanding in the Saudi Arabia market. We need to understand of the needs of the SMEs, because SMEs in Saudi Arabia, it is more than 60% of the employment is coming from SMEs. SMEs are very they are the backbone of the economies, but also the vulnerable part of the economy. So especially in the market where all the how financial solutions, especially on the international financial, so depending on LC, SMEs do not have any chance to reach financing, or very low. So the investment on this part, the supporting of the non-oil part of the economy, SMEs of the economy is very important. And what I see in the Saudi market, these digital investments coming from the bank, also the intention of the government, the planning of the investments are all depending to support the SMEs and the non-oil sector of the country.
Mm.
But Michael, sorry, I also want to the education is very important, of course, because especially on the open account. Open account is not something LC, or you don't have any collateral. So the market needs to learn how to finance the open account. And it's not only the bankers. Of course, the bankers, it's a totally different mindset. But also all ecosystem. I said the bankers, the government, maybe the Exim Bank, clients, supplier, but they all need to understand the new kind of offerings under the supply chain finance.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this in many markets, and very often it's as you say, it's a question of understanding the fundamental differences between loans and traditional receivables finance, factoring,
Definitely.
and reverse factoring. And hopefully the banks will see that and not be asking for too much collateral from their clients. That's also very important, isn't it?
It is. I think let's say it's on this way. We cannot avoid the digitalization. Without this digitalization, it is, Michael, really not possible to finance. I think it is, of course, possible, but it is difficult, and the increase of the amount of the financing part of the SMEs. Let's say if it is on the total 5% of the bank's portfolio, and if you want to increase this amount, you need to provide kind of digital solutions, because otherwise it's going to be the same solution like the SMEs balance sheet, analyzing with the traditional model of the balance sheet. So simply it will not work in today's world. So you cannot avoid to digitalize all the offering, not only on the bank level, also on the governmental level. And what I'm seeing in Saudi Arabia, these are working all together, because on the governmental level, the digital solutions and not only government itself, but also the side offering, like the credit bureau offerings, like the receivable recording centers, which prevents the double assignment or the double financing, this kind of solution. Without all these solutions, the digital development, it is really difficult to change the understanding of the SME financing. So, but for the last 1 year, especially when I was in Saudi Arabia, I see all these first steps of these kind of developments in the country, which is very, very good.
So all those elements have to be in place, really, to get that mindset right, to get the infrastructure right.
Yes.
For development. So assuming that we're seeing all this coming together, where do you see the market maybe in 5 or 10 years? Do you see this as a thriving market in Saudi Arabia, supply chain finance, reverse factoring?
I think it is, because for example, in Turkey, when we have the factoring law, it was, I think, almost 20 more years ago. The market very developed today, but in today's world with the digital solutions, I think that these developments we will see maximum in 5 years' time. Why I'm saying 5 years, because when you launch this kind of solutions, it is very easy to provide the all information to the market. If you link all the solutions together, the credit bureau solution or the credit guarantee information or the receivable recording center, maybe on a ministry level, the information from the government. If you link all this solution, it's very easy to build digital artificial intelligence credit analyzing policies in every country. So 5 years is maybe we need to see the developments, but I'm very optimistic for the Saudi market, and I hope that the Saudi market will lead the other countries in the region, because I'm also witnessing a huge demand from the other countries of the region, like UAE or maybe Kuwait and Oman. They're also trying to launch all these solutions, trying to finance their SMEs, trying to increase their export with the open accounts.
Okay. So, Betül, thank you very much. Of course, we'll be looking into the region and Saudi Arabia in a lot more detail at our MENA conference in November, and look forward to seeing you there. Just to remind our audience again, the MENA event will be on the 7th and 8th of November in Dubai. So I hope to see you there. Thanks very much, Betül. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you for inviting, Michael. Thank you.